Taco Bell. Product placement with Taco Bell. Eat chorrito, mucho burrito.
Hey man, what's up?
How much are you doing, John?
I think I'm getting a little sick right now.
That's never good.
No,
Never good.
my son was like, "Dad, everybody that doesn't know, my 12-year-old son. So I've got an 11-year-old son, a 12-year-old son, and a 13-year-old daughter. But my 12-year-old son is autistic, so sometimes like certain things don't. They just don't hit him the way everybody. So like my other kids would just come up to me and be like, "Dad, I'm sick." And Micah's like confused. He comes up to me and he's this afternoon, and I was like, "Buddy, are you okay?" And he says, "I don't know." And I was like, "What do you mean you don't know if you're okay?" He's like, my teeth hurt. My nose has been running. And he says another symptom, and I was like, "Yeah, bud, I think you're sick."
Yeah.
And I think maybe you made me sick.
Yeah.
But
well, I've got
anyway,
some of that. I've definitely got something congestion going on. Started to get some of the teeth ache from that.
what is that? Like, it doesn't happen all the time.
As you can see, my left eye is a little funky.
Yeah.
Both of my eyes are like crazy scratchy, like they're dry,
Okay.
but yet they're not.
Okay.
So I don't know if I've got something going around or
We got the black lung over here, guys.
black lung, the new variation of the COVIDs. Get your booster. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
I know there is some COVID going around, but
Is there?
this doesn't feel like COVID that I've ever had in the past.
I'm not sure that I've ever, like, the time that I had, like, that I knew that I had COVID, you know, back when we were taking tests all the time and I had found out that I had it. It was a strange circumstance. Like it didn't, like, my wife is the one who gave it to me, and her like real whatever you call it symptom was her back hurt really bad, but she's real stubborn. She won't talk about being sick like at all. So, and then I don't know, I just felt weird.
Yeah.
I didn't lose my taste or anything.
No, I didn't lose taste or smell, but it was like a strong cold.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a weakish flu when I had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is definitely, didn't feel like that, but
definitely
like,
could be going around.
Right there in the schnoz.
Yeah, it's definitely in my nose.
But it's not giving me that really good radio voice.
No.
And that's what I want.
A shame.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be sick, you better
give me the radio
You better
voice.
give me some low end over here. We got to do that with the effects.
With the fat bottom.
Fat bottom.
There you go. Crank it up.
It's so funny that it's called that.
That's what it's called.
Anyway, hey, what are we drinking tonight? Today.
Not necessarily new for me. I think they're both new for you.
Okay.
My personal Rochefort favorite.
Okay.
The number 10.
Okay.
I think you will
I'm
like it.
excited about that.
It's a good Trappist.
I almost bought that the other day.
Oh, at Fresh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really, really like them.
Okay. So you're saying I should buy it.
I went to get the Oskar Blues Tenfiddy.
Okay.
But by the time I got there, they were gone.
Oh.
But they did have this one. I'd had this at Bernard's restaurant.
Okay.
It is the bourbon barrel.
Yeah, I've had that.
You have? Okay.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, Kentucky bourbon barrel.
Yeah,
ale.
it's good.
It's a good one.
It's good.
It's yeah.
So I have a bonus.
Okay.
We may have to split it though.
We'll see.
Because I did a trade for a Kentucky.
Kentucky.
But the beer is already kicking in. I haven't drank it yet. I did get a trade for
The Tenfiddy.
a Tenfiddy.
Okay. Well, we'll see. I don't think that
It's barrel aged. And in the vein of what we talked about last week, it's 12.5%. Start the show off with a bang.
Okay, why don't you pour some of that in here, and then I'm going to go with one of the Trappists, I think.
Yeah, that one is 10, and the Kentucky bourbon is 8.2.
Okay.
So.
Real short. Isn't that a smelly kind of a cheese?
Yeah. All right, here we go. If I can get it to open. Get my finger under it. Oh, I got a little spritz.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Tenfiddy, made by Oskar Blues, which is now he's licking his hand.
I'm not gonna waste it. I mean,
these are the people that make the my favorite dark ale.
probably should have put that up against the.
Look at that, Old Chub. No, that's good.
There we go. There we go.
I don't want the whole thing.
That head looks like chocolate milk.
It really does. Like,
wow.
I don't think that I would be taken seriously.
Hold on, don't drink that.
You want to take a picture of that?
Yeah, I want people to see that it really looks like chocolate milk. That's insane.
Not playing around.
Where's my camera? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chocolate milk. Dad is great. Gives us the chocolate cake. Yeah.
We can't laugh at that anymore.
Well, you can laugh at the joke, but
sometimes it feels like you can't. Okay, take a drink. I want to see what you think.
I want to do my usual.
Sniff. Oh man,
Smells
I can tell
good.
you from the smell, this is going to be good.
Yeah, you can get the bourbon.
Yeah. Definitely getting the sweet of the bourbon.
Yes.
My whole face is in this mug right now.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, I take deep breaths of that. Man. All right, here we go. Cheers, man.
Cheers. Toast.
Ooh.
That's very much like chocolate milk.
Oh, that's good. I know I say that every time, but
it's thick.
When you get a good one, you get a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super dark. It's got that
very dark
coffee on the side of the tongue.
Yep. A little touch of bitter at the end.
Yeah, I got a lot of coffee at the end.
Yeah.
But like the beginning is very, very smooth and like, I mean, I'm trying to convince myself that it wasn't because we said it looked like chocolate milk, but it was very like,
chocolate milky.
Promised Land chocolate milk. Like this is thick.
Yeah.
So
man, that's good.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
I guess I'll have to keep going back and seeing if I can track some more down. This is a seasonal beer, unfortunately.
That reminds me of something. What does that remind me of?
Once it's gone, it's gone.
I feel like we had a really coffee-ish dark ale like a year ago. That was my nose. Sorry. Yeah, no, it was really good.
That is good.
Not like that's a dessert. That's a dessert beer.
I'd eat steak with that.
There's no way I could drink that while I'm eating
steak.
steak.
Bring it. I drink that with steak.
Really?
Yeah.
I just feel like they're too, like the bourbon barrel aged ones are just too sweet to me for steak.
No. Well, I'm not saying that I'm a connoisseur of these types of things and know all these pairings.
It just seems like the kind of thing you're going to have with ice cream.
Maybe.
I don't know why.
Maybe. Oh, turn it into a Tenfiddy float.
Now that I
Some
believe.
scoops of vanilla.
Oh, bro.
Pour
If you put
over a
vanilla in
Tenfiddy?
that, you are in trouble.
Oh.
That's going to go down really well.
Well, I wouldn't want to put any chocolate.
No.
That'd be too much.
No, vanilla I think would be great.
But yeah, you put some vanilla, a couple of scoops of vanilla, and pour that over it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I think you've got
I need to go back.
idea there.
I need to go back to Fat Dogs and see if they have any.
Oh yeah, I don't think about going to Fat
Because
Dogs
that's where this was at. This was actually
Who got that?
Jason Court found
Oh,
it.
but he went to Fat Dogs.
But he went to Fat Dogs. Yeah, unfortunately, by the time I got there, they were all gone. Probably had something to do with the fact that it was a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I would not mind pouring that over some vanilla and reporting back on how good it was.
I expect it to be delicious.
Oh, no doubt.
Don't tell me if it's not. It's just so thick. Like I'm swirling it around in my mug. Like I had a chocolate milkshake for lunch today at Burger Warehouse.
They have good food, man.
Oh man, Burger Warehouse. For those of you that live in Tyler, you need to look it up. It is. You're not gonna drive by it and notice it or anything like that. It's kind of back in the Green Acres shopping center.
Yep.
Back behind everything though, like way in the corner.
It's by the Sherwin-Williams.
It's by the Sherwin-Williams. If you know where the Sherwin-Williams is there, that's right next to it basically. But they've got a burger called the 5150 that has bacon in the patty.
Yes.
And then you just go and bacon mayonnaise. And then you just go ahead and tell them to add bacon on top of it. And it's delicious. But they also are, I think now the only place in Tyler that makes chocolate milkshakes with Bluebell.
That could be right.
I mean, they'll make any kind of milkshake you want, but I always get a chocolate milkshake, and they make it with Bluebell, and it's delicious. Just the way Gran used to make them. I'm going to just go to my happy place here for a minute. Give me a second.
No,
I don't want to come back.
There's some happiness in this.
Yeah. Does it have a thing? Did you...
look it up? Oskar Blues, Imperial Stout, aged in bourbon barrels.
Yeah, all of that is very obvious from drinking it.
Nope, no blurb on the can. You got a blurb on your page. Oskar Blues.
Ugh. Seasonal Imperial Stout known for its rich, viscous... I knew it.
What a way to describe it.
Complex flavor profile. It is brewed by Oskar Blues in Colorado. It's a Russian Imperial Stout. Brew is packed with flavors of chocolate-covered caramel coffee.
Back that up. A Russian Imperial Stout.
That's what it said. What did I say?
Because the last two Russian Imperial Stouts were
terrible. Yeah, awful.
Old
so
Rasputin and...
you got to come to Colorado to get it made right.
Okay, so the Russians don't know how to do it.
The Russians don't know how to do it.
Okay.
Not surprised by that. They probably did at one point, but then,
Well, they get rid of the Tsar and they lost the knowledge.
Socialism. Communism. Anyway, the brew is packed with flavors of chocolate-covered caramel coffee and roasted malts. It also has a balanced bitterness from a generous dose of hops. Balanced bitterness. I think that's where the real coffee flavor comes in. There's a kind of like bitter end thing. Tenfiddy is made with large amounts of two-row malt, chocolate malt. I didn't know there's chocolate malt.
That's some of that chocolate.
Roasted barley, flaked oats, and hops. Yeah, I would say that all of that seems very, very much real. It's typically available September through March, which is seasonal.
Ish.
ish.
Yeah.
That's half the year.
They don't make it all the time.
Two of the 4 seasons. We really only have 3 seasons in Texas.
Yeah.
But they are winter, spring, and summer. Fall is kind of a miscalculation. It looks like we're going to have fall this year.
It feels that way.
Like we may actually see fall before it turns winter. But
So where did you see Russian in the reading?
I Googled Oskar Blues Tenfiddy.
Did you follow the AI?
There's the AI overview for you.
Did you not even learn from our show?
I did learn from our show, but this
Okay.
one didn't feel like it was.
Here's directly from Oskar Blues.
Okay, they're not going to call it Russian.
Barrel aged Tenfiddy.
Okay.
Big.
Oh, that wasn't even the
bad-
barrel aged version.
Okay, so they say big, bad, and barrel aged. This imperial stout
Okay.
camped out for 4 seasons in bourbon whiskey oak barrels before reaching absolute perfection. Aromas of molasses and vanilla mixed with flavors of dark chocolate, espresso beans, and roasted barley to bring you a bold yet smooth finish that leaves a hint of toasty bourbon goodness. So they do say imperial stout, but they don't say Russian.
See, I would say though that the bourbon part that I'm getting is at the beginning, not the end. I don't know why.
That's fair.
And maybe I'm just wrong about that. Also, I'm a little bit under the weather, so. Inimitable. Wow. Are you over 21? Did you see what it says at the over 21?
No, it didn't ask me.
It asked me, and like the negative was like,
You don't have enough gray apparently in your beard
yeah,
yet.
evidently. The camera is looking at me. The red, the no was like maybe someday, and then on the positive side of it, it said last time I checked. So
Last time I checked.
I'm just saying,
Okay. Well, speaking
it's a boundary stretching beer.
Ooh,
Oh, but this is that's just Tenfiddy. That's not the
not the
Tenfiddy
barrel.
barrel. Back to all beers.
They call it the BA Tenfiddy.
I'm just saying, I'm a fan of Oskar Blues. I think they make a good beer. I've even had the Mama's Little Yellow Pills. And it's okay. It just like these, like Old Chub and Tenfiddy, and now this barrel aged Tenfiddy. I'm gonna say, get you some.
I would say most of what they make, I probably would be a snob against.
Well, I
'Cause
mean, Dale's is it's the IPA. Like this is the typical Colorado beers up here that are called Dale's.
Yeah, the IPA and the Pilsner,
Yeah.
Hazy Blues, not touching it.
No.
The Yellow Pills, Mama's Little Yellow Pills, no.
Yeah.
Moss Lima, not touching it.
What?
Not touching that.
I'm kidding.
Salt and lime, I'm drinking beer.
I'm drinking beer. Why is there salt and lime?
Correct. I do need to try the Old Chub. I haven't had it.
You really haven't?
I have not.
And all these, like I've been talking about it for so long, you never had
No,
it.
I have not.
All right, well, we'll fix that.
So
You'll like it.
I probably would, being that it's an ale.
It's a Scotch ale.
Scotch ale, sorry. Correction.
Just saying.
So circling back to the you don't have enough gray in your beard, apparently I do.
Yeah.
And apparently I'm officially old.
Okay.
Because I got my first invite to the Old Guide Saturday breakfast meeting.
Who puts this on?
Well, it's a couple of, there's current Pine Cove guys and former Pine Cove guys, apparently,
okay.
in this group. So
You just got to be real old.
apparently, or at least look old enough.
Just saying.
So Joe walked in and he's like, "How old are you?" I'm like, "I'm 48, about to be 49." He's like, "You're not 50 yet?" I'm like, "No, but I kind of look it in the beard."
In the
and he's
chin.
like, "Maybe that's why I thought you were 50." I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "Well, there's a group of guys that get together on Saturdays. Do you want an invite?" Sure.
Sounds like we're not getting
So-
together to play paintball.
No. So I'll report back on that with this upcoming
Yeah,
Saturday.
that'd be great.
To
Unless
to
it's
see what
like Fight Club and you can't talk about it.
Yes. The first rule about Old Guys Club is you can't talk about
old guys.
So I'm already breaking the rules.
Well, I don't know. They haven't told you the rules yet.
Yeah.
Could just be that you have to have gray in your beard.
I wasn't quite ready for the old guy group invite.
Nope.
But it sounds like I'll be the youngest guy in the group.
I do have some gray in this long beard.
Yep.
I got a lot of comments this past week about how long it was. So
yeah,
that's when you got to start deciding if it's worth keeping it
Trim
long
it or lean in.
Yeah. If you have to decide whether or not it's worth the comments that you're going to get from now on. You know what I mean? Like, it's just going to get worse.
It's all gone.
Very sad over there.
Yes.
There was a look of longing that was happening.
I mean, this is like the triple mash. That was such an amazing beer. And to be as high a content as it was, and they masked it so well.
Yeah.
And then you get done and you're like, oh, I didn't want to share that bottle after all.
Yeah. I've told you my favorite, I think my favorite, I drink wine.
Yes.
We've talked about this, I think. Which always makes me feel really frou-frou. But you look at the wines that I drink and it feels less frou-frou to me.
Okay.
Like, I like Keepersol because it's from here.
Sure.
And they have a red wine that's pretty dry called a Mingzel that I really like.
Mingzel.
It's Mengsel.
Okay.
So I like that.
Okay. I hear you say Mingzel, and what comes to mind is everybody in the movie saying Hail Ming.
Oh.
If you remember that horrible 80s movie.
But the other, what this beer is reminding me of, the whole reason for bringing this up, what this beer is reminding me of a lot, and it's just the way that it's, the way that you can taste the bourbon in it is there's a wine called Cooper and Thief. And I was first drawn to it. I will admit I get drawn into certain wine purchases because of labels.
Okay, fair.
It happens the same with liquor too. Like the label or the bottle shape or whatever kind of gets me interested. And I'll read. I won't just purchase everything that looks interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite that over the top, or I guess wealthy. That's probably what it is. But Cooper and Thief got me because they have their wine bottle is squatty. It looks like it should be on a pirate ship.
Oh, okay.
So it's not undersized. It's just it's got the neck of the bottle is straight, and then it kind of is. It's not the same shape as other wine bottles. It's a little bit squattier.
Okay.
Best way I can describe it. But then I read the thing, and the one that we have around here in Tyler mostly that I've seen is the Cooper and Thief red wine blend.
Okay.
But I think all of them are aged in bourbon or maybe just whiskey. They've got one that's aged in a brandy barrel. So they take other, they take bourbon barrels, or I guess in that one case, a brandy barrel, and they age their wine for 3 years or 3 months, not 3 years, sorry, 3 months in that at the very, I guess, end of the process. And that red wine blend is hey, wine. Oh my gosh, there's bourbon.
Okay.
So it's not I have a friend who was around here somewhere who does not do mixed drinks. He just doesn't.
Okay.
No, you're messing it up if you're mixing it with something.
Okay.
And he goes so far as to say like ice, mixed drink. So, that's just his personal druthers. But Cooper and Thief, it's like the closest thing that I've been comfortable to with like I like bourbon and I like wine, and you put your hands together and you get this wine. It's a neat little thought experiment, if nothing else. So,
okay.
if any of y'all have wine inclinations or whatever, you might look for Cooper and Thief and see if they you can find one. If you like, especially, I would say if you like these beers that have barrel aged or whatever with them, and you have liked a wine before, maybe in youthful indiscretion that you had at some point, yeah, go check it out. So, because it's definitely one of mine. I mean, I'd say a favorite. It's a go-to for sure. Like if I'm looking around and I can't really find something new that I really want to try, it's like I'll just get a Cooper and Thief because they're really good.
Well, I was looking at this
wine for the whiskey lover.
Yeah, this Ming Cell on their site, and it's not bad. It's $33. Keeper Salt, $33 a bottle. That's not too bad.
Usually you can get it for like 21.
Okay. Well, on their site they say 33.
Yep.
So this is for the 2022.
Okay.
Vintage. But I love the very first part of what it says. Ming Cell is the red blend wine for wine nerds.
I guess I'm a nerd. I just really like it. Like Lori doesn't like it as much.
Okay.
I think when I started really liking to drink red wine, she went kind of scuttling back to white wine. And I'm a very lucky man. My wife, more than anything else, is she's gonna choose bourbon, just straight bourbon.
Nice.
So can't complain over here. But it was kind of funny. I was like, "You want some wine?" She was like, "Yeah, I'll take like a Pinot Grigio or a Riesling,
okay.
like a super, super sweet wine." And I was like, I was thinking more like red and dry, but okay, here we go.
Okay.
Can't ever get on the same page.
I've just never been able to do wine.
Well, I mean, it's a thing for sure. I'd be interested what you would think about the Cooper and Thief, because I think you really can taste the bourbon.
All right.
All right, Rochefort.
Rochefort Trappist, number 10. It's a Belgian ale.
Everybody knows what I'm referencing, right?
If they've been following along on this show, they should.
Okay.
So if you're welcome to explain it.
It's Three Musketeers from back in the day.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. With Charlie Sheen and what's that guy's, the young guy's Kris
from the Batman.
He played Robin. He played Robin. Oh,
yeah.
That's terrible.
And
he
was from Scent of a Woman.
Yes, he was from Scent of a Woman. Oh my gosh. Kiefer Sutherland.
I can see him.
Charlie Sheen, Kiefer Sutherland, and Oliver.
Chris O'Donnell.
Yeah, so Chris O'Donnell is the young one. Oliver. Yeah. What is it? What's the third? Porthos. Anyway, the funny.
The 1993 version.
The 1993 Three Musketeers. It's hilarious.
So Oliver Platt.
Oliver Platt. I was like, I think it's Oliver. Oliver Platt at one point is insulting the Cardinals hitman guy, and he's like, Rochefort, isn't that a smelly sort of a cheese?
Yes. I love that it's the Three Musketeers, but yet there's 4 of them.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of one of the my son picked up on that. He was like, "So which one are the 3?" And I was like, "Not D'Artagnan, the other 3." I did make a David's Mighty Man reference at that point. I was like, it's like the 3, but there's also Benaiah.
Yeah.
And a few others.
And a few others.
That were really important, but they're not the 3. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
We love Trappists. I'm not going to pour that in there.
Yeah,
that
you don't want
to
mixing that. Didn't you learn anything from the Old Testament? Don't mix. Don't mix
the new wine
don't
and
mix.
the old wine skins.
Yes.
Oh, that was all head. That was just bunch foam. Give me a second. Help me.
Do over.
Oh, phew. Did not see that coming.
Try again.
Okay, this is very different
Yes.
from the one we just had.
Yes. Not nearly as sweet.
Not nearly as sweet, but I mean, yeah.
But this obviously is not barrel aged.
I think because it's not sweet at all, and because it's a little on the warm side, there's like all of that bubble is like right on your tongue.
And what's crazy, you're saying it. I agree with you that it is coming across almost warm.
Yeah.
But this has been in the refrigerator for a week.
Yeah.
I mean, the bottle is obviously cold.
Yeah.
But
it's like there's a lot of it's like if you get if your Dr. Pepper has too much carbonation mix in it. It's
there's a little bit of a maybe acidic.
It's just bubbly.
Mm-hmm.
Very bubbly. This one has a blurb that says, according to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy. Oh no, that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Produced by Abby N.D. de Saint-Remy, Rochefort, Belgium.
Yes.
Yeah, 11.3 alcohol by volume. Wow.
Of the Trappists that we have, this is definitely in my top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I really think if it was colder, it would be like almost refreshing. You know what I mean?
it would be interesting to put it in the freezer and really
happens.
let it get down and see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, it is... yeah, I'm liking it more the more I drink it. I think that's a part of it for sure. So it's a Belgian ale, but also a Trappist, and you know how we feel. Those of you that are longtime listeners know that how we feel about Trappists. Just go ahead and take my money.
Yes.
It's dark reddish brown, which you can't tell through the
bottle.
Through the bottle, it looks very dark.
Yeah.
Through the bottle, the bouquet is of port wine, leather. This is the Ron Burgundy of
there you go,
Trappists. Yeah. Apricots, spices, and a touch of bittersweet chocolate. I don't really taste the bittersweet chocolate. I guess maybe like. I don't know that with bittersweet that I would say chocolate, but there may be something smooth about it that I'm just not picking up on. Its complex dark fruit flavors are balanced by some bitterness and a firm malt backbone. One of the world's most intriguing beverages. Mm-hmm. It ages well and can be cellared for at least 5 years while maintaining quality. Yeah, that feels a little bit like an IPA. You're going to be like, no, don't do that to me. World Beer Championship, 2004, 2006.
Mm-hmm. I do like it.
Yeah, it's good. You can see the coloring more in this picture on whatever the website this is.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. Good job. Good job, monks. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Okay. So hey, we talked for a good long time about beer on this show. Good job.
We did, yes.
Partially because you brought
and not just
multiples.
saying it tastes good.
No, not just saying, hey, this one tastes good.
Yep.
So, you know.
Yeah, you have a story to tell us.
So, one of the things we wanted to talk about is I've been messing with, again, if you listen to us a lot, you know we talk about Ubiquiti, UniFi products, and one of their, I mean, how do you even, like, inside of their ecosystem of
suite of applications.
Thank you. That's perfect. That's exactly what I should have said. You have network, which is the one that most everybody knows UniFi for, because that's what their hardware is mostly dedicated to. You have protect, which is kind of their next branch off of that, where they started looking at like cameras. And then you have I'm going to go ahead and jump to access, which beside the cameras was one of those like, hey, this kind of makes sense. If we're going to do cameras, we might want to let people into doors.
Yep.
They've extended that now to include things like access to EV chargers at businesses.
Yep.
We don't live in California really, so that's not really that big of a deal here in East Texas. But they also have Talk, which was, again, I think right on the heels of Protect.
Yes.
Was right there in that first wave of additions that they made where, hey, if you're going to use us for all of this network gear, why don't you also use us for VoIP, all of your voice over IP solutions and stuff like that. One of the later things that they added to their suite was something called Connect. And Connect has the flavor of Internet of Things.
Yes.
It would be in the IoT realm of things. And honestly, like as most of what I'm thinking about most of the time, dealing with the church life in East Texas, Internet of Things is not like the top of my list. It's not really what I'm worried about too much. It's becoming more of what I'm worried about.
Yes, absolutely.
Not worried about, but thinking about on a regular basis, trying to look at the solutions that maybe you can bring to, I don't even know how to say it. The what would be considered like home automation, but on a more of a hospitality side of things. Like if I'm trying to make a room available to somebody, is there a button that I can push that then makes it easy for them to have access to everything that they need? It doesn't just turn on the lights. It actually turns on the sound system. It may even turn on music. Like all of these different automations that can happen to make it easier to say yes to people who want to use a space without having to have somebody there to run it. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of where we live. But the first step into this in my mind was looking at their digital signage, because we use digital signage a lot and we're moving into using it even more on our campus. And so I had a I had one of our pastors come up to me and ask me about vertical displays. And at first I was thinking like, oh, you want me to buy you an external display for your laptop that you can use vertically, and I don't know. You like surfing the web that way, having a big long
code review.
Yeah, see, if we were doing any code review, I would say yes to that, but that's not what's happening over here in this realm of things. It's just, oh yeah, you like to look at your Facebook that way. That's not what he was talking about. One of our other pastors had gone to another church and seen some digital signage that was in a vertically situated TV in the portrait mode, if you will.
Yes.
For this TV, and he was like, "It looks like a movie poster, but it's like all of their announcements are like that." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean it's been possible for a while." And this guy was like, "I think that's only possible on certain TVs or displays can do that." And I was like, "No, there's a lot of ways to accomplish this and whatever." And as we started like going through, okay, if we were to proof of concept this and how we could use it and what it would be useful for our church, I started looking at the digital signage offering for Ubiquity, because I'm always trying to make it where I don't actually have to go like plug in a USB somewhere,
correct,
with new slides on it.
Yep.
Like, kill me. So they have this option on Connect, which I'm loving. I didn't know if I was going to like it. I didn't know if it was going to be useful. Turns out it's useful right now. I think it's only going to get more useful the more we use it. But if you look turn in your hymn books to page Connect on your SSBC or whatever, your UDM of choice, set of products. Anyway, if you go to Connect, basically there's simple setup options. So you have devices or displays, I think is what they call them. You have automations and you have media. Super simple, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can do playlists of media, which is what I use most of the time. Or you can do layouts where you actually present a whole bunch of different media, kind of in a grid pattern of some kind. And then you can do automations where you like play certain things at certain times, or auto schedule turning off and on, or whatever the thing is. And then in the display section, that's when you actually, like, when you adopt a display into your system, it's listed there, or you can group them together where you have a group of devices that are playing the same thing. I haven't used that a whole lot because we've only got 2 displays using this system right now.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is a vertical or a portrait mounted TV, and the other one is just a huge, enormous TV that's doing digital signage for us. Funnily, I hate that word enough. They're both in the same lobby, so that's kind of funny. But it's been really nice because basically I just load the content that I want, put it on a playlist, and then tell the TV to play that playlist, and it just takes it from there. No big deal. There was a little bit of a setup confusion.
Okay.
I got a Samsung display that is one of their professional display models that I was going to use for the movie poster display. And usually those are very simple. Like I don't really like buying smart TVs for display stuff, because then if somebody gets a hold of a remote, then all of a sudden they're watching YouTube on these displays, and you're like, what are you doing?
Yep.
And you're looking at the adults like, why did you let the child have the remote? But irregardless, so most of the time, the displays that I've bought are a little bit dumber, little featureless inside of it, and that's been really nice. These new Samsung display TVs are really smart. And in fact, as soon as I turned this thing on its side, it was like, oh, I'm in portrait mode.
Nice.
And was like, tick, 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 like did all of its stuff to like show you all the menus in portrait and all the whatever in portrait. And it's going to display whatever you're trying to display in portrait. That made it a little bit difficult.
Okay.
Because then also on the UniFi devices, like they have the ability to display whatever they're displaying in portrait or landscape.
Sure.
They want to be the ones to turn that sideways. So basically, or not. And so basically what was happening was I had to kind of shut down both of them in terms of auto configuring.
Okay.
Or doing any kind of whatever, and just say like, no, this is just put it in landscape. You put it in landscape. I'm going to lay this graphic on its side. Like, y'all can't figure out who's the boss.
Yeah.
Because it was like shrinking things, or then it was like only displaying them in partial, and it was just a mess. So there's probably some like back and forth that I could have figured out how to do it with one of them being more of the boss, but I just decided to take over.
Sure.
Because I'd rather it work than have any of that automated. So anyway, so that's kind of a fun side of this. The other TV that I ended up using is in landscape mode, and it was just this enormous Sony TV that was donated to us. That somebody who wanted a big TV in this foyer that we have called dibs on. So all that to say, the other piece of this that we haven't talked about really at all is I actually bought the two different kinds of what Ubiquiti calls the UC Cast. They've got the UC Cast Lite and the UC Cast Pro. The other offering that they have is the UC Cast or not Cast. I think it's just the UC Display. Whatever the one is that like it's got the screen attached to it.
Okay.
But the Lite and the Pro are basically the same form factor as each other. But one of them has an Ethernet cable port. Sorry, not cable. Ethernet port. And the other one does not. I believe.
I think you're right, yeah.
They both are powered over USB-C, so you have to figure out a USB-C power situation. That wasn't tough in either one of these situations. I just kind of plugged them into the same plug as the TV. It's probably possible on some of the TVs that have USB outs on them or a USB-A, whatever. Those may have power delivery in them as well. And I didn't get the specs on how much power is required because I just used a regular, tiny guy. Charging brick, but they're really handy because they're small. They're 3.5, 4 inches maybe by 2 inches wide, and only like an inch and a half thick. Kind of a smooth, rounded look to them. Right now, they're just made in black. I don't think that they have them in white. The white may come just because a lot of times when they make these things, sometimes they like to have a white version in case somebody's fully white behind their TV or something like that. But most of the time they're mounted right behind the TV. They come with a cool little mounting system, which is very easy to either drill into the wall, or not drill into the wall, but like screw into the wall real quick. I wouldn't even mess with I would just get drywall screws and put it in the wall. It's there's no weight on it. It's not that kind of thing, but they do provide drywall anchors for you to be able to put them in more securely. I actually ended up, because they also give you 2 zip ties with each setup, and I ended up zip tying it to a place on the wall mount for the TV that was just easy to kind of get it up and out of the way.
Yeah.
It's always connected to the TV, so the HDMI wasn't getting pulled or anything like that. But it connects over HDMI to the TV. It connects over USB-C to the power, and then it can either both of them are able to wirelessly connect to your AP, but the Pro is actually also able to be hardwired in.
Yeah, PoE.
And it's PoE. So if you don't want to use the USB-C, you can just plug into your network switch that has PoE, and you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have the reliability then of the hardwired Ethernet cable. Correct. I really liked it. Like I wasn't actually expecting a whole lot there. I expected it to work, don't get me wrong. And I wasn't disappointed in that. But I don't think that I expected to enjoy the I guess the interface of it as much as I do. I don't like the UI is very basic. It's not something that you're going to write home about or tell somebody else that they need to adopt this type of GUI or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But just to be able to take care of it in the same place. And as we're trying to, in our realm of solutions, trying to look at making certain things, not having as many things that people are logging into. If we look at I'm going to be able to give permissions as soon as we decide really where our Active Directory replacement is going to live.
Yes.
I'm going to be able to assign users to this solution, and I don't have to give them permissions on any other of the Ubiquity offerings, but inside of the suite. But like that's going to be where we give people Wi-Fi credentials. That's where we give people VPN credentials. If we were using it for door access, that's how they would get access to door, which I'm hoping one of these days we'll be able to move our cameras and door locks over to that. But that's a ways off. But then to be able to say like, hey, you're going to be in charge of making sure that this TV or this group of TVs or this building and all of its TVs, that they have everything that they need.
Yep.
I think this is going to be a good solution. And it looks like it's flexible enough to really make that a possibility and not have to be, I don't know, I'm not going to have to spend a whole lot of time training on this.
Correct.
Anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about with that. If any of y'all have are using Ubiquity solutions and are using Connect, I'd love to hear how you're able to do it.
Yeah.
Especially if any of y'all have messed with the amp at all, because that sounds like a lot of fun.
It does. Yeah,
we're ways away from that.
Yeah, so it looks like just looking at the power you were talking about, the light is 5 volts at 1 amp, so you're only talking 5 watts.
Okay.
So that's not too much. And then the Pro is the PoE that we talked about. It's just original PoE. So you're talking 15 watts.
Wow, that's...
So not too much there.
Just sucking the power, huh? Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Seems like you can get away with a lot there. And more than likely, if you do have some sort of TV USB power delivery, which I've used before for other smaller pieces of equipment, like an IR reader and things like that.
Yep.
You can probably get away with it.
I would think so, yeah. On the light with the 5 watts, I think that would work. Because I know like the first generation Chromecast, when they came out, you could get enough power out of the USB port on your TV. But as they've gotten a little more power hungry, you've had to go to the wall wart, unfortunately.
Well, there you go.
Nice. I like it.
Do you want to talk about your?
Sorry, folks.
Yeah, we're both like sniffling over here now. It's getting worse.
Yeah. This is where I need to steal the jingle for my favorite podcast for second half of show.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about the idea that first part of the show is beer and introduction and whatever main topic we want to talk about. And then the second half of show would be a boost when we get them back. Jason and I are working on that. I think we've got a solution we'll know after this show. And then bring in a security topic for the show. So
security topic.
Yeah. Woo. So
is this when we'd like wee wee wee.
Yes.
We should have like the strong bad like car alarm.
Yes.
Anyway.
You say that Wii U, and it makes me think from the movie Kung Pao Enter the Fist. I assume you've probably never seen it. Or have you?
Yes, I have.
So you remember the lady?
Yeah.
Wii U. That's what that made me think of. I'm glad to know you've seen the movie. So
okay, well,
did you see I'm curious, did you see the movie of your own choice or were you forced into it?
I was suggested into it. I wasn't forced into it.
Do I know who suggested it to you?
No. It's
Okay.
my cousin.
So I find it intriguing that it came as a suggestion.
Yeah. It was like, hey, I watched this movie and it's hilarious and you need to watch it with me. And
I
was
love
like,
that
okay.
movie. That's why I'm asking. I absolutely love it.
Well, you're not the only one.
No. I've drug a few people into making them watch it, and they laughed their butt off. And then, of course, at the end, they're like, "Yeah, I'll never watch that again." Like, but you enjoyed yourself.
That's right.
Yes, but I will never watch it again. And it's like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Your clothes are now red. Your clothes are now black. Sorry for those of you that don't get it.
Just go watch the movie.
Yes. Or
We'll have a
Yeah.
look at your show notes and
Yeah.
it'll be right there.
have to find the link. If nothing else, there's some really good collection of clips on YouTube.
Is it something that you can stream now or we gotta like purchase? Hold on.
I bet it
I'm gonna let you look it up.
costs.
Yeah, I bet so too.
I
This
would
is
be-
not the kind of thing that somebody's gonna have just like lying around and
No. Unless you're like me and own the DVD.
yeah.
This is where I need to be able to jack directly into the Roadcaster for this.
Exactly.
You will all refer to me by the name Betty.
I mean, if you really want me to, Chris, but
And I love the
it feels a little bit weird to call you Betty.
Master Tang.
Master Tang.
Yeah. And he's walking in. Taco Bell, product placement with Taco Bell. Eat chorrito, mucho burrito. So, Master Tang, why are you here? I have come to kick butt.
To kick butt.
But he drops the word.
Yeah, it's a different word there.
Yeah, I'll how did he say it? I'll shake your bouncy booty.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I even realized that's what he said.
That's what he said. Yeah, that's what the Betty character says. I'll shake your bouncy booty. Hit it. And then the guy's got the big boom box.
Yeah.
And then you can't touch this.
Do.
Yeah, I will at least maybe try to find a YouTube video to point some people to so they know we're not just gone mentally insane.
I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with it.
I blame the beer.
I don't. It's
No.
delicious beer.
It is.
You
Okay.
can't be blamed for anything.
Yeah, in fact, I'm almost ready to rip into number 3. So, talking security,
Yep.
you mentioned IoT, so thank you for the segue here.
Yeah.
Now, those who know me are probably going to say I chose this one on purpose. But this is talking about an IoT vulnerability
Okay.
and that there are 17 vulnerabilities. Now, I do believe that these have all been patched.
Okay.
So they're not.
We're not giving up a vulnerability that
No,
if
no,
you're up to
obviously
date,
not. Yes. Now, if you're one of those people who never updates, you
you're
might
probably
have a problem.
vulnerable. There's probably a few things that you're
Yes.
vulnerable to.
So this collection of vulnerabilities is called Airborne.
Well, that's just mean.
Borne, Airborne.
Borne.
Like Jason Bourne.
Well, like Airborne, in there, Airborne medicine. It's not really medicine, like vitamins.
Yeah.
It's spelled
I guess
that
it
way.
is called Airborne.
Anyway, go ahead.
So,
sorry.
These are vulnerabilities in, wait for it, Airplay.
You.
Yes. Yeah. I know what you're thinking. So,
But Kris, Apple devices don't get
vulnerabilities.
Vulnerabilities. I was
Sure
going to say
they-
viruses, but vulnerabilities.
Sure, they don't. So all of this really just kind of comes back to what John was saying. Security on your network with IoT is absolutely critical.
Yeah.
These things should be isolated on their own VLAN, and put any additional controls that you can with your access control lists to ensure that these devices don't talk into the rest of your network, because they were leveraging quite a few vulnerabilities, and they had a couple of different ways that they were able to go about this. Some of these were man-in-the-middle attacks. You have even some denial of service that they could do with this. They could pick up some sensitive information that you may or may not be transferring. And then there's even remote code execution that did not require the user to interact to execute the code. I hear you over there, goldfishies. So, makes me think of...
Do I sound nervous? Because I'm nervous.
No, that makes me... You're doing it as I'm speaking, and only when I'm speaking, and I think of the videos of people making the licking sound when their cats are licking themselves, and the cats stop and look at them like, what? What's wrong with you? So, but yeah, so this is a great example of, you can't just think of these things as just something that I just plug into my network and I'm good. All's right with the world. No, unfortunately
There for a little while, it was a little bit of a security by obscurity,
yes,
but it didn't take long.
no,
Anything that you're connecting.
oh yeah, anything that is made by man is flawed, especially technology.
And technology, as soon as you connect it to a wider.
Now you've got me thinking about Microsoft and them claiming that they had security, but then when you looked into it, it was because the device was not connected to a network.
Well, yeah,
It's
no,
like,
that's a certain kind of security.
Air gap security. It's like, well, yeah, everybody has air gap
We
security.
live on an island.
Yes.
No bridges.
No bridges. So, but all that to say, it doesn't matter who makes your device. If it's Apple, if it's Microsoft, if it's Google, it doesn't matter. It all has issues. And so we all really do need to take IoT devices seriously in terms of security. Some of them are wired. It's easy to put them on a VLAN. Depending on what you have at your home and you're putting them on Wi-Fi, it is ideal to make sure that Wi-Fi network is a part of your IoT VLAN. Again, so you're keeping these things isolated and sandbox as much as you can. And so you obviously are going to allow one-way communication. You're going to allow your device to send to it.
Yeah.
But you're not allowing that device to communicate back.
Yeah. That's a bad idea.
Yes. So,
which is just one of those things that you didn't used to have to worry about, but now you do.
No, unfortunately, yeah, now you do. And so if you've just got the typical network equipment at home, you may or may not be able to isolate these depending upon the feature set of the vendor that you're using. If you've just got a simple El Cheapo router from Walmart or Best Buy,
Ubiquiti has this though.
Ubiquiti does have it. And you can get it reasonably priced. But yeah, if you've just got just a simple D-Link or Netgear, there's probably not a whole lot that you can do. You get into some of their upper tier devices, they do tend to give a little more control. You can probably do a little bit with it, but probably not as much. If you're really serious about security, it won't do it. But also, I think if you're serious about security, you're probably not running D-Link and Netgear.
And the price isn't really going to be a problem.
Correct. So it's intriguing that somebody could leverage your Apple TV to attack your network.
Yep.
It's not something that you normally think about.
No.
And just kind of like when I hear these stories of, well, this copier was on the network, it had a vulnerability, and they leveraged it, and it's like, wait, the copier?
Yeah.
And then you start thinking it through, and you're like, well, there's a hard drive in that copier, most likely.
Yep.
So they could drop on there whatever they wanted. There's a small computer in there.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the compute, probably didn't take much to process what they need to do.
No.
And then depending on how you've configured the network portion, it might be able to do a fair amount of damage.
Well, I mean, as soon as all they need is that backdoor into your
Correct.
Computer.
Yeah. Once they're on the inside, it's game over.
All of these devices give.
Yes, they do.
Unless they're separated.
They do. That they do. But yeah, it really is. It's intriguing to think that it's that easy. And so I'm kind of looking through this real quick, and they're even talking about CarPlay.
Really?
Vulnerabilities that involve CarPlay. So that gets even crazier in that, okay, so now even my car can be compromised. Now, they're probably going to be, depending on how your system is set up, they're probably isolated, depending on how the manufacturer of your automobile put this together. I'd like to think it is.
Yeah.
But if you've got a car that, it's just a bunch of engineers, they're not going to be security experts necessarily. No. So the idea that somebody could take over elements of your car via CarPlay, that's just insane. Let's see. So this says the researchers...
And I'm not just talking about your seat here.
No. This says researchers explored and tested out several attack scenarios on a car infotainment unit through CarPlay. Again, they were able to achieve arbitrary code execution without the car owner doing anything. This type of attack could be used to track someone's movements or eavesdrop on conversations inside the car.
Yep.
That is just nuts.
Definitely, I see the eavesdropping over.
Oh, absolutely.
You got all kinds of microphones going on.
Yeah, and you're trying to get information on somebody that works for a big corporation, and their car's probably going to have CarPlay.
Did we talk about person of interest?
I don't think so.
I ended up watching the whole series. I think it's only got like 5 seasons or something like that.
Is that Jim Caviezel?
Yep.
Okay.
And there was a lot of things like that where I think one of the tools that they used the most in order to get information about whether or not somebody was... The whole premise is they get a number, but they don't know if that number is... not the whole premise, but the basic premise is that they get a number. They don't know if that number is the perpetrator or the victim, but they know that there's like a crime that's premeditated that is going to happen within the next, 4 days or so.
Yep.
And one of the ways that they spy on people is to use their Bluetooth to jack into listening to everything that they can hear on their phone.
Okay.
But
sense.
There was also one episode where there's a billionaire or something like that that's being targeted, and they realize because he's driving crazy that he's not driving. Somebody has hacked into his car and is controlling his car.
Whoa!
Now this was back in like 2011 to maybe 2010 to 2014, 15, something like that.
Okay.
So 10 years ago, minimum.
Yep.
But that's the kind of thing that they were talking about then too. So now it really is like, oh no, that's real.
Oh yeah.
Nope, that's a thing. A lot of stuff to think about there and just up your awareness inside of it. You
I'm
gonna
going
start
in.
the third?
I'm going in.
Okay. Do we have any boosts?
No, unfortunately, that's something Jason and I are working on. I think we've got a potential solution.
Okay.
So I would like to think that we will have a boost for next show. And I show no blurb
On
on the label. But it is interesting
the
that
Kentucky
it says
Bourbon Barrel Ale.
it says handmade.
Okay.
That's what it says. So
I don't know what that means.
if they're putting it out there, I'm going to take them at face value.
Okay. So they put their hands in the beer,
Perhaps.
in the computer.
Well, the alcohol would kill off anything that they would leave behind, so I'm not going to worry.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Let's not
It's
get
fine.
crazy
It's
here.
fine. It's fine. So this document that I've been reading off of is from April, so a little bit of older information in terms of the technology world, but still relevant. Of course, their recommendations is update to your latest version of iOS, Mac OS, iPad OS, TV OS, and shockingly enough, Vision OS. How about that? They can take over your VR.
I mean, I guess if somebody wanted to. But
Correct. And so if you find yourself in a position where you can't update because you're maybe running a really, truly old device,
Yeah.
then their recommendations is that you can manually turn the Airplay receiver off and on.
Okay.
And then on your Mac laptop, because again, it's vulnerable.
Yeah.
You can try to limit it to only the current user
Okay.
so that it's not allowing all potential users.
That would make sense.
So there are some things that you can do there to try to protect yourself if you are running some older equipment that doesn't necessarily get updates. So all that to say, IoT is a big deal. It's not going away. It's only going to grow. It's only going to become a bigger part of your network.
Yeah.
And so you need to be taking the precautions now to prepare yourself for the security reality
Yeah.
that is going to be IoT into the future.
It's coming.
So,
All right. Before we get your thoughts on the Bourbon Barrel Ale, this blurb from, what's it called? Lexington Brewing and Distilling Company.
yes.
Our Kentucky Irish Red Ale is aged for at least 6 weeks in freshly decanted bourbon barrels. So 6 weeks is a long time, actually.
Yeah.
From some of Kentucky's finest distilleries, subtle yet familiar flavors of vanilla and oak are imparted to this special ale as it rests in the charred barrels. Pleasantly smooth and robust, Kentucky Bourbon Ale. Sorry, I'm losing my... Yep. May also be served as a... What?
Appetizer?
Nope. Aperitif.
Ooh.
Or after dinner drink. So
Ooh.
for those of you that
an
just made fun of
after-dinner
me
drink.
because I didn't know what that word was, seriously, who used, like, what? This website is from Kentucky. I wasn't expecting a hard word. It was grown. It has grown to become the flagship beer of the premier name in barrel aged beers, Lexington Brewing and Distilling Company.
So they said after.
Yeah.
Intriguing, because when you look up the definition of aperitif,
Yeah.
it says an alcoholic drink taken before a meal
Oh, sorry.
to
It says
stimulate the appetite.
served as an aperitif or after dinner drink. So they're saying before or after, not during.
So this is an appetizer, folks. That's what they're saying. It's a fancy word that says appetizer.
All right. Tell me what you think.
So I like the idea of beer as an appetizer.
It's won a lot of awards.
Okay.
Ooh, they say that you should pair it with like barbecue.
Well, I will tell you this. It pairs very well with Bernard's New York strip with
Well,
the
there you go.
peppercorn sauce.
There you go.
So
Hard to argue with that. And
it's good.
it's good.
It's just good, man. I mean, I hate that that's the word, but It's good. You can.
I think he likes it.
I do. You get the bourbon. It's not bitter at all.
Okay.
I mean, the bitter is like almost non-existent. It's not too sweet.
Okay.
But you definitely get that bourbon, and it's just kind of like, this is a good, smooth drinking beer.
There you go. Nailed it.
Absolutely. Thank you to Bernard for introducing me to that beer.
Yeah, some of us don't get introduced by Bernard himself, but whatever.
No, so I guess another food recommendation.
Yeah. If you're in Tyler.
If you have an anniversary coming up for your marriage,
yes,
or even if you've been dating, and you're coming up on a 1-year anniversary, 2-year anniversary, whatever, you gotta go to Bernard's.
All right. If you're dating and you've been dating for 2 years, just go ahead, man.
Yeah, go. You can't go wrong.
Just make a choice.
Be prepared that it's going to take a chunk out of your wallet.
Yeah.
But it is worth every single penny that you're going to spend.
So good.
The food is top notch.
Yep.
Some of the best in town. I admit my bias. Bernard is essentially my adopted big brother.
There you go.
Because when we first moved here, he lived across the street in the apartment complex, and he would come over and play G.I. Joe with me and have dinner with us when he was in college.
Daggum right.
So, but yeah, the food is
so good.
It's worth it. Absolutely. In my opinion, again, bias, but it's the best food in town by far.
Yeah.
By far.
We'll take it.
So, but that's what I've got on Airborne. So for the next show, we'll bring in some new vulnerability. Try to keep this going, bring in different types of security issues that are out there just to kind of bring something to y'all's attention, especially things that you would potentially run into, not just if you're an IT professional, but things that you could potentially run into at home.
Hooray.
Because just because you're at home doesn't mean you're safe.
Yeah, and I would say that's actually more vulnerable most of the time.
Absolutely, yeah, because when you are at home, you're naturally just going to feel safe and comfortable.
Nobody's paying attention to this.
So there you go. Airborne.
All right. Thanks, man.
Enjoyed it, man.
Appreciate your time always.
Absolutely. See you, everybody.
See you.
I don't believe this. They're lying on the news.